dedicated to making YouTube videos is hard to communicate. So many late nights editing and packing and unpacking, camping with pneumonia, building log cabins while injured.
I wasn't trying to flex, by the way. I have not made one video better than this guy.
But it's been a tremendous adventure, and it's allowed me to provide for my family while making wonderful memories with my wife and kids. But even good things can be taken too far, and I think I'm starting to reach that point.
Dude, just if you've never watched him, I need to give you some context. This guy used to be a lawyer. He was a very successful lawyer, and then had a lot of success doing YouTube, and then pivoted to YouTube full time. And then in the past like year, I guess maybe 18 months, went from 2 million subscribers to like 15 million, averaging like, you know, 8-figure views a video. And I looked because I wanted to do a video where I tried other YouTubers' sponsors and then rated them honestly. Because a lot of YouTubers take sponsors, and you know, you can't really necessarily trust if they're telling you to try the product that they're paid to tell you to try. So I figured I could be an unbiased source. And I looked. I went to find one sponsor that this guy has taken. I couldn't find one. Actually, that's a lie. I found only one. I found only one sponsor he has ever taken. It was a fake sponsor he made up as a Facebook post joke 10 years ago, called like bear piss. That's the only, and it's not even real. It's not a real product. It's a joke product, like beef fuel from Clint Stevens. You know, just truly a decade of just the highest level character and lowest level greed, and I would argue highest level content a man can give as a single man. So anyway, we'll keep watching here.
But I'm not just talking...
Well, sorry. A lot of people are saying he never took honey, as if that's like a +1 in his camp. I would argue it's a -1. Honey used to be an American institution, okay? One of my favorite extensions of all time. People who take honey are better people.
About the time and energy I spend making YouTube videos. I'm also talking about the attention it brings. In just the last 18 months, this YouTube channel has gained about 12 million subscribers. And because of people stealing my content and posting it on other platforms, my family and I have been viewed about 4 billion times, in addition to the 2.8 billion views on YouTube. The sheer volume of fans trying to contact me, trying to take pictures with me, or just trying to come up and talk to me in public, which can be a bit overwhelming at times. And my wife and I, we both have real concerns about what this will do to our family if I keep growing my YouTube channel at this pace. And the time to stop is before this problem gets so out of hand that my family and I can't live normal lives. Now, there's more than one reason for making this decision, and I still enjoy making videos and I still enjoy going on ventures, but it's time to start focusing on other things. And that's what I'm going to be doing.
Dude, I think... Dude, I don't know if it's weird, but I think quitting is so cool. For the right reasons. I think if you quit for the right reasons, it is so cool. Yeah, I think it's so cool to end on your own terms. And you know what actually sealed this for me is I watched the movie American Gangster last night. Long story short, Denzel Washington becomes very successful, but he doesn't want to quit. And there's this guy in Vietnam, and he's telling him, he's like, look, man, there's a difference between quitting while you're ahead and quitting. Because Denzel Washington's character views quitting as like a failure. And I was like, he's fucking right. And then, so today I wake up and this boy's quit while he's ahead. He's quitting while he's damn ahead, man. So anyway, let's keep watching.
For one thing, I've got 3 little boys who all want to be YouTubers, including my oldest son, Tom, who's got his own channel, the Outdoor Tom YouTube channel. But I want to spend more time helping him with his channel and preparing him to be an adult, which is going to be in less than 6 years. But I've spent so much time focusing.
I understand the point he's making. That's just so long. If we just do the math, he's just 12. He's 12. You got a lot of time there. I want to say that's a very sweet point, and it's very honorable that he would like to teach his son how to do YouTube and you know, pass on the family trade, quote unquote. But he's 12.
Focusing on me and my family and growing my business, it's time to step back and focus on helping other people for a change. And I'm excited to see where that takes me. But all that being said, I have a lot of half-finished videos, including the homestead projects and some travel adventures, and even some extreme camping trips I've been planning for the last 6 months. But if I decide to finish those videos, or if I decide to film any other adventures after today, I'll post them at the end of the year, all in one big dump. But no matter what, this is going to be my last video for a while. Now I know there's some.
So I guess he's taking a big hiatus until the end of the year, where projects he's already filmed he'll start uploading. But it's May. I mean, that's gonna be like 6 months of no uploads for a guy whose videos I watch pretty much as he uploads them. I mean, it'll be a nice big dump. I'm excited for his big dump, but there's a long time to wait for the big dump, and then after the big dump, there's gonna be another wait. Who knows how long? You don't watch him? Don't chump check me here. I watch Outdoor Boys. Okay? Look at the red lines. Look at the red lines. Look at the red lines now. I'm watching Outdoor Boys. Now, the only content I don't like from Outdoor Boys is the family content. 3 videos? No. Chat, just because the red line is not all the way full doesn't mean I didn't watch it. You guys know YouTube's not 100% on that shit. Don't even fucking try me. You think YouTube's broken dog shit website is 100% accurate on the lines? You know you've clicked on a video and it's put you in the wrong spot and you've been annoyed before. So don't start coming at me like it doesn't exist when I'm doing it.
Some of you out there who've gotten more than just entertainment from my videos. If you feel my videos have helped you in some way, then go out and find someone you can help. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, it is quite sad, but it's funny because I think there are very few people who I think could quit for those reasons without being criticized. And he is one of the few. I think what he's saying is true, by the way. You know, with success comes some downsides. With fame comes some downsides. Like you getting recognized or not being able to live a normal life. I think most people, like let's imagine like Mr. Beast. If Mr. Beast says, I've become too successful, I don't like it, I want to be able to go outside without getting recognized, I'm quitting YouTube, everyone would be like, boo-hoo, go cry into your fucking billions of dollars. I think that would be the reaction. But I think, yeah, Mr. Beast is too late regardless, but you could imagine another YouTuber. It doesn't have to be Mr. Beast, okay? A YouTuber of a comparable size, if they did the same thing, that's what would happen there. I think it's because this guy has never sold out that you can't even say that about this guy. You can't even say that. He truly is family first. But I do think it's really sad because I think the coolest videos on YouTube now, at least what I'm drawn towards, and maybe you guys are the same as me, what I like watching on YouTube are YouTubers who are incredibly authentic, where it isn't someone trying to be a YouTuber, it's someone who's just, you know, trying to express their hobbies or interests or talents through YouTube. And I think that's a shift that's happened over the past like 5 years. 5 years ago, this was not the case. Now it is the case. I think it's much, you know, Sam Sulik's, Outdoor Boys. You're never 100% authentic. It's kind of impossible because you're ultimately choosing what you upload from yourself. But I think this guy was one of the closest. Tim linked me a clip.
Look at that. Oh, look at the mark he's got on him. That's like where a seal bit him. Did you find a big rock? You can't find a rock. Daddy's got this.
Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. Man, I'm going to miss this guy.
You want an international pizza, me? Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Let me set the scene.
Okay, all right.
You're in a 3rd grade class and you're 3rd grade age.
Good.
Your entire class just successfully memorized all of the multiplication tables. So you get a what? Pizza party.
Pizza party.
Yeah.
The math part, I wasn't so into that, but the pizza part.
That's what we're going to have today, an international pizza party. No math.
Oh, okay, great.
But we are going to be having geography. It's time for where in the world do these international pizzas come from? We're going to throw a dart at the country we think these pizzas came from and then chase the pizza rat cartographer is here to measure how far our dart is from the correct answer. What up?
Hey, it's me. I'm a pizza rat from Manhattan.
Yeah, he is.
I asked Lucas what the Manhattan accent was, and he's like, Hey!
All right. In the end, the lowest score wins. It's kind of like golf.
Now, since I won last time and the 4 times before that, Link gets a special advantage dart again, but this time it is the pizza face dart, okay? And
sure
the
it'll
winner,
help.
this could be good for you, Link, because you've already had this happen to you before. The winner gets to be turned into a human pizza.
Holy moly! This is pizza?
Well,
This is a hogue. A hoagie. Oh, you want me not to?
yeah,
You want me to?
people can see it.
I'm saying, did you want to keep it together?
I know, I did not want to.
People can see it. People can see it.
People can see it, don't worry, Neil.
This is mushrooms.
Cheese and ketchup. On what appears to be French bread. I gotta say, it kind of reeks of like late night desperation. What
Yeah.
can I find?
Just
You
throw
know?
it together. Yeah. You have to dart first
Oh, why is that?
because I've been losing.
Right, I would get to go first if you had just lost last time, but I mean, you have lost 5 times.
All right, Brett. Here you go. Here are your options: Australia, India, Sweden, Poland, Morocco, and there's others.
I've been to Poland,
I know. You sent me a postcard of 2 polar bears having sex.
and there's not any polar bears in Poland. That's the ironic.
That was the joke.
Oh. I'm saying that because I feel like this is Poland. For no other reason than in my time in Eastern Europe, I just kind of noticed that they would just put things that I was familiar with together in ways that I was unfamiliar with, and then add ketchup sometimes. But they love ketchup in Canada. And they will put ketchup on anything up there, including their chips. So, I mean, Canada, Poland, I don't know. I'm going for Poland. Or
Wow.
almost up there in the
You
Arctic
overshot it.
Circle.
See, you got me really thinking when you
That's
said
what I try to do.
Canada with the ketchup chips.
The door's wide open.
Nothing really says anything. That's the problem, you know? Kind of like Canada.
Ooh.
Sorry, Canada. I have good friends who are from Canada.
Yeah, yeah. And I think a lot of mythical beasts are from Canada.
You know?
So like, I'm still here.
But they don't say a lot. And you know what? I'm going for it.
Well,
Canada.
You can probably hit it.
I know it's so big and it's so over there. I'm going to go for the East Coast. It's kind of hedge my bets. Oh,
Okay.
man. I could have hit it, y'all.
You could have,
But
you
I didn't. Where is this from?
You just had zapiekanka, an open-faced pizza-style sandwich which traditionally has ingredients like cheese, mushrooms, and ham, all on top of hot sliced baguettes drizzled with ketchup. This street food is sometimes called Polish pizza, and that's because it's from Poland.
Are you serious?
Oh.
You jerk.
I mean, you're lucky I can't throw today, man.
I'm standing here. I'm standing here.
That was, that was pretty good, Chase.
Thank you. Rhett, you had 11. Link 24.
Okay, all right. That's pretty good.
Now, this is a pizza.
This is a pizza.
But it's a pizza I've never seen.
I don't believe it's a pizza that either of us would order. I know you wouldn't order. It's got black olives on it.
And there's a hard-boiled egg. There's green peas, peppers. I'm gonna try to dodge the olives here.
I mean,
That's good. What kind of meat is this?
I believe it is a sausage of
A
sorts.
sausage? That is a sausage. This is an egg. I like garden peas.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard that about you.
They're my favorite green thing.
Well, a garden, and where this is probably from, it just refers to a yard. Because I believe this is from Scotland. Because I've also been there.
You're such a world traveler.
Scotland Yard.
Exactly. Scotland Yard. The Scots. They love their boiled eggs. They love their peas. And they eat that Scotch egg, which is like a hard-boiled egg that's
Oh,
got
a
like
Scotch
stuff
egg.
around it, you know? So I'm just kind of going off those clues to see if I can do a better throw here.
Woo!
Not really, but
Morocco! Dang, man. See, you're not even holding back on your thought process, you know?
do you
You're
think
not-
I usually do?
I think sometimes you try to lead me in the wrong direction, like when you said Canada. And now this time, you're not throwing me off. So this is my opportunity to nail Scotland.
Well, before you do that, though, I wasn't going to bring it up, but, you know, Herb, the Globe, is very sad that you killed her last time.
Oh, really? She is?
Yeah, she's very sad that you killed her last time.
How do you know that the globe is sad?
I've been communicating with the ghost of Herb. Oh, as a matter of fact.
I don't know, but...
Hey, Rat! Hey, Herb. How you doing?
Not that great ever since I got killed by your friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was just trying to introduce you to him, and the way that he responded to you was very disrespectful.
I know, tell me about it.
What do you...
Well,
There is no.
you can see it,
You're talking
right?
to the ghost of.
You can see it because you may not be able to see it.
I can hear her though.
Oh yeah, you can?
Every time you talk.
Well, it's probably
with that voice.
With camera technology, there's probably the kind of thing that you can see. You can see the ghost.
Hey Herb, where do you think I should throw this thing?
Not Scotland.
All right, I'm going for
How
Scott.
about Australia?
Now I've eaten a lot of pizza in Australia when I went there, and they can steal something and make it better. So. All the pizza I ate down there was amazing, but it wasn't that.
So why are you choosing Scotland?
Yeah, why is he choosing Scotland? Just because you did?
Yeah, because of the peas.
Okay.
I mean, for all the reasons you gave it to me. Now it's just all about my dart throwing ability.
Little high.
The dish you just tried is topped with peas, boiled eggs, olives, and a mess of other toppings, including sausage and ham. This pizza creation is very much enjoyed across its homeland, so be sure to order a pizza portuguesa if you're ever in Brazil.
Brazil. I think I was still closer to Brazil.
38 for Link, 27 for Rhett. I'm from the city that never sleeps.
Even.
Hey people, Rainlon here today for ability range, overextended for ability range, stretch for ability range, and auger reach for ability range, which is max range. Overextended.
Saw dudes, Garuda Prime is one of the frames that doesn't get talked about all too often, but I'm then rinse and repeat. This Garuda Prime video features two main build variants. Both variants work well with the helmet ability, so the choice is up to you. The first variant uses one augment mod, and is generally the more new player friendly variant. For all builds, our aura mod will be brief respite. This mod will allow us to refresh our shield gate timer with one cast of Seeking Talents, giving us much more safety. Power Drift will increase our ability strength and provide some knockdown protection. However, if you're feeling a bit unsure, you can always swap this out for Prime Sure-Footed. Prime Continuity provides much needed ability duration, increasing the duration of the Dread Mirror Shield and the mark put on enemies from Seeking Talents. Prime Flow increases energy reserves for easier spamming, and can let us channel the Dread Heart for longer for even higher damage. Stretch and Overextended drastically increase ability range, though overextended does hit our ability strength fairly hard. The extra range is great for Dreadmir's nuke, Blood Alter's heal radius, and Seeking Talon's AoE aura when considering the Blending Talon's augment. Umbral Intensify and Transient Fortitude increase ability strength, increasing the damage from the Dreadheart, the healing from Blood Altar, and maximizing the slash status chance from Seeking Talons. Catalyzing Shields works with Brief Respite to refresh our shield gate to 1.33 seconds once our shields are fully restored. We can easily achieve this by casting Blood Altar or Seeking Talons once. Finally, we have our augment mod, Blending Talons. This augment causes tapping the ability key to release a 9-meter AoE effect around Garuda. In addition, Garuda's talons gain 100% additional combo count chance when hitting enemies affected by slash status. The AoE does scale with our ability strength, so with our current build we have a 21-meter radius, which is more than enough to prime a room for Dreadheart nuking. Additionally, the combo count chance is amazing for talent spam if that's the route you would wish to take. The second setup is very similar to the first, but has space for 2 augments instead of only 1. The biggest change is swapping out Transient Fortitude for an additional augment of your choice. This setup loses a lot of ability strength, which can be a hindrance. This can be made up with Arcanes and Archon shards, as we will discuss later. The 2 augment options are Dreadward and Bloodforge. Dreadward makes Garuda unkillable for 8 seconds after executing an enemy with Dreadmir. The operative word style. The ones I have tested and enjoyed the most are Arcane Arachne, Avenger, Ice Storm, and Multi Augmented. Arcane Arachne is a straightforward damage buff and one that can be activated every 30 seconds, assuming you remember to. The buff affects everything, but most importantly affects the thrown Dreadheart. This can make nukes super effective, but the wall latching may become annoying. Arcane Avenger is nice on Garuda since it can make the Dreadheart crit. Critical stats are not listed, but the damage increase speaks for itself. I find that this arcane is much easier to run than Arachne and usually benefits most weapon I run. Plus, with the playstyle Garuda has, there is no need to run combat discipline. Arcane Ice Storm is great for providing ability strength and duration in one package. 4 Tauforge Crimson Shards and 1 Tauforge Amber Shard. The 4 Tauforge Crimson Shards are tuned for ability.
This is Cyto9, and he is the one responsible for the gameplay you're currently seeing in the background. Yes, I am just spamming through walls and killing everything while permanently invisible, and if for whatever reason I decide to use my fourth ability, I'll hit for hundreds of millions. I just like what is going on? Cyto9 is the brand new Warframe with the 1999 update, which was gas by the way.
This is gas.
Go play that right now, because to build him, you must complete the quest where you will then receive his main blueprint in your inbox. After that, visiting Amir in the Halvania Mall will allow you to acquire his blueprints for some 1999 currency, or you can complete bounties from the bounty board for a chance at them. Once built though, you get access to arguably one of the best Warframes in the game right now. I'm really not trying to clickbait. No, this is not a Kome type situation. Sight is just really, really good, hands down. Cyto9 is a combat-focused Warframe, with all of his abilities not directly dealing damage, rather just augmenting his gunplay to make them significantly stronger. The main focus you'll see as we go through them is his absolutely insane focus on weak spots. Weak spots are the thing that Cyto9 exploits the most, and this is made incredibly easy by his first ability, Seek. Casting costs 25 energy and will have Sight plant a scanning antenna in front of him that will project a wave forward for 60 meters at a 75-degree angle and will highlight enemy silhouettes through walls, but more importantly, put a glowing area around their weak spots. Now all scanned enemies will take 75% more damage on them, and remember that, because it is just one of like 10 multipliers we have going for weak spots today. It gets so crazy, y'all. At the same time, Cyto9's primary and secondary weapon will gain 10. Yes, 10 meters of full punch through, which means that you can straight up just shoot enemies through the entire map as if it didn't exist. 3 of these antennas can be placed at once, which means you can practically sit in a corner, cover all your angles, and just do this. Fair? Nah, absolutely not. Fun? Yes, definitely. One thing you might notice as you rack up these weak spot kills is a stacking percentage in your buff bar. And this is Cyto9's passive, wherein he gains 1% critical chance per weak point kill, stacking up to 300%, lasting for the entirety of the mission. This is not additive CC, unfortunately. Rather, it just works like the CC provided from mods, but 300% critical chance is always going to be a good thing. So, if those two things sounded too good to be true, just wait for Resupply, his second ability. Resupply expends 50 energy on cast to instantly reload his currently equipped weapon and deploy 2 ammo packs of a chosen elemental damage type. Looting these packs will then grant the chosen elemental type to your weapon as a secondary hit, beginning at 25% of your total damage, 50% for snipers. This additional hit is, unfortunately, not a Toxic Lash copy. As much as it would have been nice to have it work like that, I get why it doesn't, because Heat Lash or Electric Lash would just be so broken. Regardless, it will still force the element chosen per hit, which is done by holding down the ability key and selecting any which one. 6 ammo packs can be deployed at once, and yes, your teammates can use them to gain the same benefits as Cyto9. Now, let me explain to you why this ability is so insanely strong. Ignoring all the additional hit stuff, we are in a crazy status meta, so getting a force proc of whatever element you want without having to mod for it is absurdly strong. Want viral and corrosive? Easy. How about any base element like heat with a combination element that includes itself, like blast? The capabilities here are endless and also really good. Genuinely one of my favorite abilities to date. A quick tip too is that you can use this one to bypass the insanely long reload times of guns like Trumna or Recon effects, which is another positive. Alright. Moving on, there is Evade, which is again also insanely strong. Jumping backwards and expending 75 energy, Cyto9 or any Warframe, because it's actually a helmet, will be entirely invisible, this being uninterrupted by abilities or weapon fire, and if you get weak point kills, you will extend the duration of this invisibility endlessly. and heal yourself. Yes, you heard me right. Endless, uninterrupted invisibility just for shooting enemies in the head, which his one makes incredibly easy and his passive really loves. Like, in essence, it's such a simple ability, but it's also so insanely strong and makes him one of the easiest frames to just survive anything. Because enemy AI just kind of breaks. Like, look, they're running towards me right here, but they're not actually attacking me, as in I'm not taking any damage. Finally though, there is a Neutralize, which is actually an exalted ability that makes use of his exalted sniper, the Neutralizer. Who could have guessed? How dramatic. Neutralizer at base is a really good sniper with some pretty impressive stats, particularly that 45% base critical chance and a 3x multiplier. Being the weak point headshot man that he is, later you'll see that we really just aim to increase the damage of doing just that as much as possible, especially with some of the new mods they gave us. Otherwise, the sniper will consume 10 energy per shot with a base mag of 12 and fire rate of 1. Uniquely, when hitting a weak point, the bullet will ricochet 4 times within 10 meters of the last hit target, losing 20% of its damage per ricochet, the amount and damage being unchangeable. If scoped and you alt-fire, you will adjust the zoom on the sniper between its 3 nodes of 2.5, 4.0, and 8.0 for 40, 60, and 80% more critical damage respectively. If alt-firing while not ADS, you will instead shoot a cryo grenade that immediately inflicts 10 cold stacks, consumes 3 ammo and 20 energy, and deals a slight amount of damage. Remember that cold now completely freezes enemies at 10 stacks, and will also add 1 more flat critical damage when hitting the cap. Back to the ability itself, it does apply a base 1.25x damage multiplier because of its exalted nature that will scale with strength, and hint hint, we're gonna use a lot. Builds wise today, I'm just gonna run you a non-helmet setup that makes use of his exalted sniper and the rest of his kit, and the aforementioned dual Toxos build that is not defined by a single helmet, but I'll give you a couple recommendations. Before getting to the builds, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. These guides take a super long time to make with the quality and effort present, and you definitely don't want to miss all the other videos that I have coming for the rest of the hex. So for Slider9 himself, first is actually a brand new aura mod, Worthy Camaraderie. This adds 75% more critical chance on weak spot damage to you and the entire squad, which, should I even have to reiterate why we want that? Otherwise, virtually every strength mod, except for you, will be included here because it's just the stat that he wants most of. At 322, not counting the increase from Vault Augmented, Seek provides 242% more weak spot damage, resupply 161% more sniper damage, and neutralize a 4.03x multiplier to our sniper's base damage. Otherwise, 175 range increases the ricochet capabilities on Neutralize from 10 to 17.5 meters, and the range punch through combo from Seek to 105 meters and, oh my god, 17.5 meters of full weapon punch through. What the hell? As if you couldn't shoot through the entire map before. Prime Continuity counteracts negative duration to 128, which is comfy enough concerning Seek is the only thing that needs to be recast with its already high 44-second duration. Finally, you can use either Streamline or Prime Flow here. I give you the choice because as a channeled ability, Neutralize does satisfy the requirements of Seismic Bond for an easy 30% more ability efficiency when a companion does damage while it is active. So if you are using Seismic, definitely use Prime Flow. Seismic is taken care of by Panzer, which also has good viral for spreading that, and because more crit damage from Tenacious Bond and armor stripping from Vicious Bond is super powerful, why not have that too? The Panzer Claws are pretty simple, but here's what I use. On the Neutralizer, more new mods are going to be used here, specifically Spectral Serration and Primary Acuity. Seeing as Sight's Third gives him perma-invis, we aren't status priming and don't have access to primary arcanes, this mod granting at max rank 330% more base damage just for being invisible is really damn good. Primary Acuity, on the other hand, gives us a ton of weak spot damage and weak spot critical chance, which combos so nicely with his kit. This is literally Slider9 the mod. It does have the condition that multi-shot cannot be modified with it being equipped, but I think the trade-off here is more than worth it. Otherwise, Corrosive should be modded on with the 90%, both critical damage mods and a Prime Bane, because our element of choice from Resupply is going to be Blast. Even with the ricochets, it is still a sniper, and while the damage may be insane, good enough to one-tap an Acolyte, this is a horde shooter, and Blast, being forced by the extra hit, is exactly what this sniper needs to cover all the bases. Status damage is insane here because of all the other multipliers, and the Bane double dipping is the cherry on top. Lastly, there is Semi-Auto Cannonade, which is the flex slot, but grants us 240% more base damage, which is always nice. This build isn't going to be nuking entire rooms or blowing KPM records out of the water, but it plays exactly into the fantasy that Cyber9 sells, and I think it's been a minute since we've had a Warframe that does that and is also just really good. He has a very unique and interesting playstyle that isn't just explode the tile set over and over. Even Jade, you cast her 1 while you're in your 4 and you just blow everything up. Dante, 3-3, 4, over and over and over again. Kome, we don't talk about Kome. But if you do want to actually set some KPM records, consider using the dual Toxicist Incarnate with him. Cyto9 was practically made to use them, as their playstyles weave together very nicely. Toxel's Incarnate form causes headshots to ricochet the bullet to another nearby enemy's head. Combine that with the Frenzy buff applied for hitting them there, that grants a base fire rate increase, allowing you to shoot this fast and get free toxin damage, alongside all the critical chance and weak point buffs that Cyto9 has, and oh my god, the damage is just so insane. The kill range is also insane, because it just shoot through everything. Ridiculous. The only downside here is that because you cannot reload Incarnans, you cannot mod them with resupply. But honestly, that is barely an issue. You wouldn't be able to tell a difference even if it did work. Cyto9 though, I would honestly recommend dropping his 4th for whenever you want. Something like War will always be good, but if you want Dispensary for easy sustain while camping, or Pull for grouping and looting, like it's all gonna work here because of just how much the gun his 1 and 3 carry, and the 2 is there because if you do want to use a non-Incarnate, which you very much can, it will be very, very powerful. The only other necessity I'd argue for is Arcane Velocity for fire rate on the Toxos, but even that's not necessary. All the footage you're seeing here doesn't use it. Just helmet whatever you want, dump all the shrink possible on, and boom, success. Easy AF level cap frame right there. That just about does it for the video, y'all. After this, I will cover the rest of the Hex members because I actually haven't talked about Excalibur, Mag, Trinity, and Nyx before, so this is as good a time as any. Gonna get to work on those ones for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you soon for that and more afterwards. Peace. Nova and Vault. They are some of the best Warframes in the game, both of them actually getting an S tier placement in my 2025 Warframe tier list, and that should be quite apparent from 2 of my recent videos focusing on them. Within these, I cover both the Vault and Okina Prime Incarnate setup that has you running around with a perma red crit, crazy melee influence build on Okina that gets somewhere around 200 KPM, and on Nova's side, 2 builds that range from an insanely min-max null star nuke build to taking advantage of how Molecular Prime interacts with Gen 1 Incarnate weapons to also create a cascading AoE nuke. So why are we looking at these 2 frames again? Well, very recently, I sourced 2 more builds concerning them that I just could not pass up on showing you guys because one of them is possibly the most unique setup I have ever seen, and the other does that. Yeah, I got some good stuff for y'all today. Let's get into it. Vault and Summons are not 2 words you would commonly find placed together in the same sentence, especially not me telling you that he is one of the best summoner frames as of late when used with Desiccation. Yeah, Desiccation comes off of Inaros, and up until this point, I have not seen much use, if any at all, for this subsume. Alone, Desiccation costs 25 energy to cast, where you will then scatter a wave of cursed sand in front of you for a base 15 meters within a 180-degree cone that will stagger enemies, deal a slight amount of true damage on hit with a lingering true damage dot, and steal 25% of their HP to heal yourself. So it's a light form of crowd control that heals you. Cool. But I forgot to mention that blinded enemies are also opened up to melee finishers, which is important because it's the augment of Desiccation's curse that we actually want here.
Today, I'll be watching 2 different pro Fortnite players gameplay and then trying to guess which one of them has more earnings. Make sure you play along with me. Alright, so starting off in round 1, there's 5 different rounds. Oh my. But this is player 1, you can see above my head, it says player 1. We'll watch player number 2 after this. And he is straight W King. Oh. Now remember, these are all pros, so they should all be really good at the game. This dude's a demon though. Nice. Very, very good mouse control. That's what I noticed from that first clip. He just shot that dude in the bush. So this dude, maybe he's just full cheating. Oh, okay, yeah, so he is a straight W here. Is this just all W King? This is in a tournament, mind you. He's got 15 points. Very good mats. Bro, this dude is quick. Getting shot at. There's 60 up, so I don't know if this is a Solo Cash Cup finals. 60 up. This is not opens, especially if this is game 1. This dude is WKing a finals lobby. Okay. Yeah, I see some pros in the kill feed. My editor should cover up everything that would identify this person, player 1. But we're still going to see the kill feed. Other players in the kill feed, that is. And wait, I just realized, if this is finals, he's straight W keying. Okay, so this is player number 2. It just changed. We went straight to number 2. But no, player number 1, they were W keying other players that qualified for finals. That's what, top 200? So that's other pros he's essentially W keying. Okay, some missed edits. Number 2. We're gonna give him a chance, though. We gotta watch all of their clips. So far, though, so far, the player number 1 is crazy at W keying. Okay, he's going. Like, I feel like player number 1 would have ended this fight already. This is taking too long. Nice. Do I recognize who this is from their keybinds? No. I actually didn't even look at the first player's keybinds. I was too busy yapping. But this guy's keybinds are trash. You don't really need optimal keybinds to be a pro. Nice. He's missing some edits. He's going pretty quick though. Oh, what? He almost just tabbed out. What? Is he 0 ping? He's got 9 ping. Nah, player 1 would have ended this fight already. This is taking too long. Oh, but he still kills him. Okay. Oh, and then, okay, so that was round 1. It's going to repeat, but we're only watching it once. So we're going to go to the reveal. I'm going to lock in, I think it's player number 1. So I said player number 1 would have more earnings because they just ended their fights way quicker. They were better at W keying from what I saw. And going to the results, I am correct. So player number 1 was Peterbot with $974,000 in earnings. And player number 2 was Muzz, who, he's a beast. He's also really good at W keying. Peterbot's just crazy. And Muzz has a little less than $500,000 in earnings. So wow, that's just round number 1. Round number 2 now, and we are back, not with the same player 1, but this is player 1 for round 2. This guy's got good tracking aim. And actually, I'm saying this guy, but technically this could be a girl. There are girl Fortnite pros. This could be anyone. It could be NA, EU. Ooh, we have an end game. I was actually wondering because my editor put together all these clips. I thought it would only be W keying, but I wanted to see some end games. I feel like end games is a good way to differentiate between top tier and like mid tier or just not even pros. But this guy's moving. Okay. Quick edits. Good aim is what I've noticed so far. Very good aim. Right now he's in a 1v1. There's only 2 people alive. He's got 7 dilbits. He's got no mats. Oh my lord. No materials at all. I feel like he's got to clutch this if this is in the video. 20 HP! Ain't no way. Nah, if he clutches this, I think I already know. It's got to be player 1. Oh, I just heard an EU voice. Okay, so this is player number 2 now. New skin. Is this another EU pro? That name was like an EU org. He's W keying. It makes sense. They're all pros. Bro. Oh, I just heard him curse. This guy looks like the EU Peterbot. He plays so fast. Oh. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh. It was another EU guy. Yeah, I hear him. What? How did he kill that dude? This sounds like a German pro, but I don't think it's Rezon or Vidil. It's someone from EU, so I guess this is like an EU round. It's 2 EU pros, maybe? I hear just all EU people! Bro, EU pros have so much earnings because they have way bigger prize pools than NA. I don't know if they'll have more than 1 million like Peterbot, but... Okay, now this guy's the one on height. He's got 11 elims. If I go with my reasoning from the first round, where... I said that it was going to be player 1 because he was a better W keyer. Then I think I might have to go with this guy. Oh, he's kind of choking.
Oh my
though.
god, den värste.
Oh!
Ja, den värste. Aj, aj.
Nah, that's close. Do I go with the guy, this dude, number player 1, who had the clutch, or do I go with player 2, who almost sold the clutch but was the better W keyer? I think I'm going to go with player 2. Again, guys, I said player 2. I'm pulling up their apparent earnings and revealing them. And my guess, player 2, is wrong. Wait, I'm wrong. Player 1 was Vico. He has $536,000 earned. And then player 2 was Marius, who has $209,000. Marius just won brands, so that wasn't even that bad of a guess. But Vico was player 1. That makes sense because that clutch was ridiculous. But damn, Marius, I guess it's not just all about W key. I gotta keep that in mind. Remember, guys, there are 3 more rounds. We're only on round 3 of total rounds 5. Ooh, I don't even know what I just said, but there's 5 total rounds. Okay. Nah, they're trying to trick me. This guy's another demon W keyer, and I think I just heard another EU. Should definitely play it now. Yes, that's an EU voice. But that also, I feel like this sounds like Raz, the EU coach. Doesn't he coach Peterbot? But we already saw Peterbot. Or does BloodX coach Peterbot? All the coaches are EU, so that actually might not be a good indicator. This guy's got no mats. Does he win this game? He's got no mats. Okay. Oh, that's a nice refresh. He's also got a nice keyboard. I like the sounds of the clicks. Not clicks, but the keyboard clicks. Like, not Cody Conrad. Oh! He just killed an NA player, so this isn't... I mean, it still could be EU, but he's on 0 ping. I recognize that one dude, Salt. Oh! Do not toss. Ooh, okay. So now player number 2. Player 1 had the clutch, and they were good at W keying. Let's see player number 2. Again, I mean, I guess it's all pros, so it makes sense they're gonna W key. And it makes sense they're all really good at the game. Wow. Ooh. What I've noticed so far, this guy has really precise crosshair placement. Like, he's not as flashy as the first player, which kind of makes me think, like, mechanics aren't everything. The first guy was really quick. This dude's got crazy good aim. He also only has one build right now. He's on low ground. No mats. Nice. Oh. He's still pretty quick, though. Yeah, I mean, he can be quick. 0 mats again. Oh, my. Nah, this is actually really hard. This is harder than I would have thought. Because I'm pretty good at the guessing earnings, or sorry, guessing ranks videos. But that's not with all pros. Oh, no mats? Nope. 100 builds refresh. 1 versus 1 now. 0 mats again. No. How am I supposed to guess who's better? Bro. The first guy was cracked mechanically, but the second dude had ridiculous aim. I'm going for it. I'm guessing player number 3 because aim, I think aim is the most important thing in competitive Fortnite. Reveal time, guys, and my guess is right. Yes. So we have 2 right, 1 wrong. Player number 1 was Bolts with $221,000 earned. That actually does make sense because his mechs are ridiculous. And then player number 2 was Iyamzo. That is who I thought had more earnings, which he does. $400,000 earned. Damn. Second to last round, round number 4. And player 1 has the Martos backbling.
What's the largest trade you've ever made in Warframe? 500 platinum? 1,000 platinum? Maybe even 5,000. For most new players, this is probably the max you'll spend in one purchase. But have you ever wondered what the biggest trade in Warframe?
So, you are in need of a lot of Aya for whatever reason. Well, the good thing is that Mamba, one of our clanmates, has found the most insane way to just gain a lot of Aya within like a few hours. And I'm gonna show you how. So, when you first make it to Cetus, what I like to do is just use the wheel to quickly travel to Konsu. But I'm gonna show you real quick. You can also just walk over here. He's literally just at the gate, the guy where you pick missions from. You should know where he is. And then the first thing we gotta do is pick the right mission. So when we enter Cetus, you wanna choose the mission from Konsu with 5 stars, or the one that has level 40 to 60 enemies. Because that's the one that can have the Mamba rotation in it, where you can get hella Aya on like pretty much every single mission. So, the very first step we gotta do might sound kind of weird, but first we have to fail the mission that we picked from Konsu. And the reason we do this is because on every like day-night cycle, whatever you want to say, I can show you later in the tents as well, it's gonna have the same missions every single time, and that's basically the key to doing this rotation. So the very first step is to fail the mission. And some of the missions you can't fail, and this is one of them. There is, I believe, one more that you can't fail. So what you'll have to do is just do the mission and then fail the next one in the rotation that you're currently in. So I complete this mission. As you can see here, this happens. He's just gonna die, you don't actually have to shoot him. But then as soon as this mission is done, I wait for the next one to show up. Just gonna do in a minute. And the next mission is gonna be supply caches. This one. Now supply caches is really easy to fail. You literally just go into the circle area you can see in the minimap and then just leave. And then as long as you're just far enough away from the circle, it will just automatically abandon it. It might take some time sometimes, it's kind of funky, but as you can see now, it's right there. It's gonna say abandon objective. Now the timer is not moving, but it is actually counting down, even though it's not showing it. The moment. And now as soon as we've abandoned this objective, we can then go look for new objectives in the tent, which is where we're gonna be looking for the golden rotation. Now the tents are a few places in the map. This one is the very easiest one. It's just straight left from Cetus. literally just down here on the teleporter waypoint. And each tent will have different missions. There are some of them that will have the same. If they have the same, there's no reason to check them. And here you can see me check for the certain mission that we want to do. Because certain missions are faster than others, and in this tent here, there was not a fast mission. So I go look for another tent. Now the tent over here actually does have a fast mission, which is capture the Grineer agent. There is also capture the leader, which is also a good one, but the two other ones we don't care for. Capture their leader and capture the Grineer agent are two of the best ones, because whichever mission you pick will determine the last round of, or like the fifth mission you have to do. So now what we want to look for is a certain type of missions in a rotation. Fallen Drone is good. You want Fallen Drone to be one of the two first ones, preferably. But if it's fourth or third too, that's just good, as long as it's in the rotation. So you basically just complete this, and then you look for new missions in the rotation. And then if you got the right missions in the right order, you will have the Mamba rotation. And I'm going to show you guys an example of this in just a second. But first, enjoy this bugged drone, because, yeah, Warframe. So, I'll real quick just tell you guys the rotation that you're looking for. In the 4 different missions you want to get randomly, you want to get the drone one, you want to get find caches, preferably not in a cave, because caves are kind of hard, and then you want to get the prisoner, and then lastly it has to be either capture their leader or capture the Grineer agent, which is the one you choose from at the end, right? And if you get all of those, and then have a good end mission as well, you can complete all 5 missions in the span of like 4 minutes. Especially if you have a Volt or a Nova, which can do portals, right? Then you can instantly teleport the drone or make the drone really fast. And the prisoner you can also teleport and make really fast. So you can complete the missions insanely fast. And each of those missions have a good chance of dropping Aya. And since it's from the tent, you can just go back to the same tent and then repeat the mission. Which means you can do 4 minutes over and over and over and over and over again, and that way get insane amounts of Aya, and that's basically the Mamba rotation. And I'm going to show you guys a scuffed Mamba rotation in just a second, where I didn't quite get those missions, but it can still work, it's just a bit slower. Now, real quick, before I show you a scuffed rotation, let me just show you how to, try for the Mamba rotation. So you can see I got drone for the first mission on the capture the Grineer agent thing, which is good, that's what you want. But then as soon as I completed that one, the next mission that shows up is not one of the ones you want in the rotation. You can see it's find the armored vault. This one is not fast, it's really, really slow, it's one of the worst ones. So what we do instead is we fly over there and then we fail it again. And then this tent mission will now always be this. So even if we try the same mission again, it's always going to be find armored vault on the second mission. So instead what we do is we abandon this one, and then we try for the other one, which is capture their leader, which is the other one I told you could be good. And then as soon as we try that one, we try and look if it has the same missions again, and it's going to show here in a minute. So you can see now that we abandon, we choose the other mission that was in the tent, and we let that start out here. And this one will then have a different rotation, because it's a different mission, right? So as this begins, we again look for assassination target is a good one. This is one of the ones you want.
I think it's a unanimous agreement amongst the community when I say that Nova is probably one of the strongest Warframes in the entire game right now, and there is nothing that she can't do. I mean, even calling her a jack of all trades is doing her injustice. Yeah, she's that powerful. Oh, and before I get into the guide, please consider subscribing because it does help me out a lot. So a lot of people consider Nova to be one of the best frames in the game, but why do I consider her to be in such a high rank? Well, she has S-tier survivability with the use of damage reduction and crowd control. She is an amazing weapons platform Warframe. Any gun on her can do a ridiculous amount of damage. With recent changes, her nuke potential now is S-tier, Her crowd control, as I mentioned before, is probably in a league of its own. I would say she probably has the best crowd control in the entire game. The benefits that she brings to the team are also very, very good. And most importantly, she is a very enjoyable Warframe. And her enjoyment level for me is S tier. Saying all that, there's probably a lot of S tier Warframes in the game from what people think. But what differentiates her from the crowd? Well, other than being one of the smirkiest proto frames in the entire game, she is one of the ultimate comfort frames. Now, what is a comfort frame? A frame that you can play where you don't have to worry about anything and you can just run around and kill. If you know anything about me, or if it's your first time here, I'm a lazy ass. Yeah, that's me. And that's why I always choose comfort over anything else. Nova is quite literally unkillable. She is one of the only frames that can have 4 layers of damage reduction if she wants. Now, how does damage reduction actually work? If you're a new player or someone who just hasn't bothered looking into how it works, I'll explain it here with math. Let's say you have 1 layer of damage reduction and this damage reduction is 90%. This can be converted into you taking 10 times less damage. If you have 2 90% damage reductions, those 10 times damage reductions will then multiply together, meaning you take 100 times less damage. Now, if you were to add even 1 or more 90% damage reduction layer on, you're now effectively taking 1,000 times less damage than you would initially. And Nova can stack 4 damage reductions, not 3. Let that sink in. Now granted, in the build that I will show you, my personal favourite build that I always play with, she only has 3 damage reductions, but trust me, it's more than enough. So if you guys didn't know, a couple months ago, Nova got a light rework, and I use lights figuratively, because this rework was massive for Nova. It made her go from a B tier Warframe to a triple S tier Warframe. I will explain every single ability one by one and tell you guys what changed and how the ability works now, because trust me, there's quite a lot to talk about. Starting with her passive. If you guys didn't know, her passive used to be terrible. Her new passive now is every enemy that is slowed will have a 15% chance to drop health orbs, and every enemy that is sped up has a 15% chance to drop energy orbs. This is a massive buff from her old passive, where when she was knocked down, she would do enough blast damage to kill an ant. It was terrible. So this is a massive W. Null Star is probably Nova's strongest ability. Yeah, I said it. Her first ability is the strongest. Null Star has 2 augments that make this ability so strong that you can't look past it. One is Neutron Star and one is Molecular Fission. Neutron Star does 2 things. It gives the Null Star the ability to nuke groups of enemies, which I'll get into in a minute. And 2, it armor strips with heat. Heat is a very good armor strip. If you don't know how it works, every 0.5 seconds that heat is applied to an enemy, the enemy will have an armor strip from 15, 30, 40 to 50%. A 50% armor strip is just free. The other augment is called Molecular Fission. This primes enemies just like your ultimate would. This in itself is very overpowered because primed enemies take 100% more damage. Now when I mean 100% more damage, it's not in a similar way to how Roar works on Rhino, because Roar multiplicatively buffs all of the damage that you have on, including your mods. But needless to say, it's still very strong. Now they did something with this ability that they should have done 10 years ago, which is you can recast Null Star. Before you couldn't recast Null Star at all, you were just stuck with however many Null Stars you had rotating around you, which made it a quite inefficient and unreliable way to defend yourself from damage. Now you can just press it once and you can have your full damage reduction back again. Why is this so good? Well, as I mentioned, it keeps your damage reduction at 90% all the time, but also Neutron Star makes it so every time you recast this ability, all remaining Null Stars on Nova will go seek enemies out and hit them. Now with these 2 augments, Null Star can literally nuke enemies on its own. If you have the Epitaph, then it nukes high level enemies a bit easier, but even then, 1 or 2 casts and you've destroyed an entire group of Eximus Bombard units. One thing to note about Null Star, it does get an increase in damage from certain arcanes and mods. Vigorous Swap is a mod that increases the amount of damage Null Stars do, and Arcane Arachne is another buff that can be applied to the Null Stars, but Null Star right now is so strong you don't even need them. The reason Null Star can nuke so well now is because they changed the damage type from radiation to blast, and they also increased the base particle count from 6 to 12, meaning more explosions and a better damage type. Nice. Her second ability, Antimatter Drop. Antimatter drop now has crazy nuke potential. With the right weapon, this thing can do millions of damage from just one shot. Before, this used to be a balloon that a child would lose. It kind of just float around and not really do much. Now all you have to do is charge the ball, yeet it at an enemy, and big damage. Now there are some caveats to this. It doesn't go through walls or even a leaf. Something as small as a plant can block all of your damage. So it's important that you make sure you throw the dodgeball usually on the target or somewhere close to them where they will 100% take the damage hit. Pro tip: you can just throw this dodgeball at your friends, and when it explodes on an ally, they don't count as a obstacle, so it'll do damage all around them. Another thing to note about antimatter drop is they changed the damage type from radiation to blast, which is a huge W.
One of the best things that we got within the Kome update was the changes to Nova's kit. Now these changes are a huge buff, but not with some nerfs. What's good, folks? It's Nightmare Frame here with a new Warframe video coming at you with the new Nova. For you to understand what changed, let's go over how she used to work and compare side by side with the new kit. Starting off with her passive, it was bad. The passive required you to be skill issued for it to actually work. So you needed to be knocked down just so you can knock down enemies close to you. So if you had Overguard or Prime Surefooted, this passive was non-existent. The new passive is a lot better. Killing enemies while they're slowed has a chance to drop energy orbs, and while they're sped up, they drop health orbs. Her first ability used to primarily scale with duration to give you the initial damage reduction, which only affected your health and particle count. Also, they only scaled with strength when it dealt damage, and the damage it used to deal was slash. The particles scaled with range, so they would auto-seek any enemy within range. So when building for the damage reduction, you wanted narrow-minded to reduce your range so you don't lose your particles. Now, the particle count is the only thing that is affected by duration. The damage reduction scales per particle with strength. So, strength gives one particle an initial damage reduction value. Let's have a look at the first setup, which is utilizing the second ability to nuke enemies. The objective here is to use your molecular prime with the slow aura to debuff them and of course slow them down. The second build is pretty simple. We're building a lot of duration and is a semi-weapon platform because you can pretty much do whatever you want. I'll be utilizing the slowing effect while stunning enemies within that slowing aura using the helmet ability Silence. This is pretty good for any melee setup or anything that requires close quarter combat. So this stuns enemies. You see that animation is even slowed down, and I'm freezing them on top of that thanks to my companion. I'll get to the companion build near the end. And I have infinite shield recharge thanks to my Rakta Dark Dagger. On top of the shield recharge from Rakta Dark Dagger, it also armor strips them and spreads electricity. So it's a nice melee weapon platform for Nova. And I don't have to synergize with Orange Shard. Using Null Star to nuke enemies with its Neutron Star augments. Neutron Star allows your Null Star to deal heat damage and proc heat on enemies. This of course is enhanced with Archon Vitality, so it deals double the heat damage. And for the helmet ability, I'll be using Nourish. Nourish allows my Null Star to proc viral alongside the heat, and of course they also deal blast damage. So having 3 status effects on enemies and synergizing with the 4th ability while also resetting the cooldown on my Sentinel's abilities. So when we cast our Neutron Star, you see it's proccing viral and that heat. And this is without molecular prime, so you see we're not doing as much damage. So you want to make sure you prime your enemies so you get even more explosions. So prime enemies, they got that 2 times debuff. And boom, explode them. And to increase my damage even more, I'll be using Vigorous Swap. See, that was a lot faster. So let's take a look at how we put this build together. For the Arcanes, I'll be running Molt Augmented to give me that 60% strength at 250 kills. Molt Efficiency grants me 36% duration, so that increases my antimatter particles. Because having duration Ration and Particles will of course increase our damage even more. For the Aura, I'll be running Corrosive Projection for that minus 18% armor. Prime Sure-Footed, you know how it is. And for range, I'll be running Stretch and Augur Reach. Simple as that. Both of these give me 175% range, which allows my particles to reach a 17.5 meters. And for the only duration mod, I'll be running Primed Continuity. So Primed Continuity and Molt Efficiency will give me a total of 18 particles. So to increase the damage of my first ability even further, I'll be running Blind Rage and Umbral Intensify. With the Archon Shard, I'll be getting 258% strength. This is the modded value with 60% more from the conditional value. Now we want the Neutron Star Augment, which converts the damage to heat. And to add on to that heat, I'll be running Archon Vitality. You don't even need to rank this up. You just need this here for the secondary effect. Status effects from abilities that deal heat damage will be applied twice. So our Null Star will deal 2 times the damage. And then finally, to increase the damage even further, I'll be running Vigorous Swamp. Vigorous Swamp is a base damage increase for your weapons. However, this also affects Null Star. So spamming your weapon swap or melee to then go to your guns will trigger Vigorous Swamp, and the icon is indicated on the top. Go to your guns will trigger Vigorous Swamp, and the icon is indicated on the top right corner. Right there, Vigorous Swamp. You can spam the weapon swap as you cast your first ability, and will have a permanent uptime. I find this a lot better to use than using Arcane Arachne, because you would have to find a wall and wall latch. So you have to keep that in mind every 30 seconds, while Vigor Swamp is always active by just swapping your weapons. And your weapons do not matter unless you're killing an acolyte. So take any weapon that's pretty good at killing acolytes. That's about it. And finally, the last build is a speed build. This build allows you to break the enemy AI. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on Overguard, but it works on pretty much anything else. It's really good for for crowd controlling, and pretty nice in defense is my antimatter particles, because having duration and particles will of course increase our damage even more. For the aura, I'll be running corrosive projection for that minus 18% armor. Prime sure-footed, you know how it is. And for range, I'll be running stretch and augur reach. Simple as that. Both of these give me 175% range, which allows my particles to reach a 17.5 meters. And for the only duration mod, I'll be running primed continuity. So primed continuity and molt efficiency will give me a total of 18 particles. So to increase the damage of my first ability even further, I'll be running blind rage and umbral intent.
Because of how Ashe's passive works, her W is basically always critting for the purposes of something like Hamstringer, which means that if you get it early and do the annoying Mosquito Ashe build, you actually make the game unplayable for people in Arena. You know, when they could play.
Oh, okay, I win the game. Dude, let's go. I guess you just roll?
Yeah, what am I rolling for? I'm gonna roll out the, I guess, Regicide.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Hole Gauntlet, no? Like,
Yeah.
That's
That'd be really cool. You put the booty hole in the booty hole.
What's up.
It's good.
Booty hole, the booty hole, true, bro.
Yes. They'll come to know. Okay, so I'm fairly certain the way it works is my hamstringer, like with my passive and everything, it just counts as a crit anyway. So I'll literally just ham them, like non-stop. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, he's gonna ult you. Oh, I wasted it. Sorry.
Oh,
you're right there. Yeah, I just tank him from over the wall. Good. This is so good. I can ult that set. Oh, what the hell? Dude, you look so funny when you're that big.
Dumb.
Looks so funny. Like your ulti? Tell me you don't look super goofy, dude.
It is the Goomba Stomp, bro.
Okay. Shot this guy.
Have to be careful because like he's at the sun.
Yeah. I mean, he just kind of wasted it, right? Nice knockup.
True. Oh, baby.
Wow.
And we decided to kill.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah, so hamstringer still
I
works
love
like
that
this.
thing.
Sick, dude. Sick. Okay. So I literally just can't buy items except emblems. Yep. I mean, this is good. Yeah. Okay. Spirit's good with your W. Yeah, it's looking like my build, bro. You gotta get the Finbussy, dude.
Finbussy, the Eclipse,
Finbussy, yeah. If you somehow ulti someone here and push their teammate into the thing, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're just... Oh!
I splashed them with it. Blessed.
Into the cuckold.
Yeah, he's gonna ult me.
Oh, down.
You just called the cuckold?
I did, yeah.
The tiniest spot, bro.
Oh, the buffer, the buffer.
Pew! Pew! See, that doesn't reset. Why doesn't that reset, right? Good news is I get my W back and I get another set of free. It's good.
Okay, my E-Max second for you, bro.
Oh, I got a leg day.
Dive bomber.
I'm gonna like. Oh, dive bomber. Okay, hold on. No, I'm just gonna. I'll just go leg day. High key dive bomber is good. High key really good.
I think it have the translation somehow.
just in case they mess with you, like you can threaten them on that.
Let's get this.
Here it is.
Yeah, no, not F, yeah.
As long as I just space.
Oh, bro is not. I don't fuck with that, bro. Whoa.
Should be good.
Calm down, Zin. Wow. Let me hit again, bro.
Nice. Get the booty hole combo.
Oh, what? I got.
Dive bomb. No, dive bomb, bro.
Oh, true. It's okay. I got the Zen flash first, and then I dive bomb the actual threat. I'm still Giga Brain.
Bro.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Oh, shit. Oh,
yeah,
true.
this is a little bit sad. Wait, what? My bad.
Biryani rice?
What? I know you don't do any damage, but I do, or in theory I should. So, trust in me.
Do I just go prismatic?
Oh, let's go.
Or do I roll for tank items and get two? Got move for the heart seal perhaps.
Okay. So you can have fun, or you can build tank items. You know what I mean?
Alright. Alright,
Go
my
for
king,
Spat.
my glorious king.
Funny part is you're gonna build a tank anyway. Like, what you got?
Oh, Dragonheart, Flash Eater, and Cloak Starry Night.
All right, you got the fun one, the less fun one, and definitely not fun one. I think you choose the fun one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the Dragonheart.
Yes.
Okay, it is fun. Oh lord. Alright, I do got 4 rolls, but it's with augments, right? Yeah. She's gonna burn me. It's okay. True. Honestly, I'd like to say it's not like pure. Whatever.
I'm kind of having fun.
Alright, true. Oh, he's deep, bro. Oh, okay, true.
Yeah. Remember, you can bomba if you need.
I'm sharing the love over there.
I'm having so much fun. I got the kinky cheetah.
But actually, I got
Kinky
fire,
jitters.
so I'm actually killing now. Okay, he's got the jitters, bro.
Yeah, he's got the jitters, bro.
I queued to this one behind me, like that was in the wrong direction.
I think you're too fat, bro. You're too fat.
Too fat, my own good, bro.
Happens.
Oh, we get more size with me here in swole.
More size? Okay. Big and swole, dude. It just looks so funny, dude, when you're huge and you ulti. It just looks so funny.
I can't miss a lockup, bro. I guess we
Corny.
it's
Actually corny. I don't know if it affects your hitbox, because I remember building like Frozen Gauntlet way back, and like someone told me, yo, actually the size doesn't increase the hitbox of the EQ. I'm like, oh, okay, you're lame, whatever. Could have just like
well,
let
a
me
man
believe.
can have trees and have the stand though.
Puppeteer doesn't make any sense when there's no one for her to hit. Yo, block that. Oh, yo.
It reached the whole way. My bad game.
That's what I'm saying. Also, they have too much healing. Somehow we'll have to win in the end. Nice, yeah. Keep him in the booty hole. What? That did not hit me. That did not hit me.
I'm denying the
I'm hitting.
Berserk, I can't.
That's good. It's good. You're hitting them faster.
I know, but I don't want to get my dub thing. Kill the W though, high key. I think it's bad.
They're gonna heal no matter what we do, bro. Not kidding.
Oh.
You're gonna have to. Do you have ulti? You might have to like blast home out.
I do
Okay.
have a black hole.
All right, it's time for me to hit.
I'm gonna do this right now. I think it's good.
Okay, I'm hitting the karma.
Yeah.
Only way.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh, you trying to lock us out, bro? I don't want to go to the
What
party.
the- yeah, I'm not even gonna hit this guy. This guy's got thorn mail and shit. Like,
Oh shit! No.
even with the true damage, bro. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Clearly.
Samira, like we can just always get that, right?
Power. Yeah, we always get that. I want the money, but I want this too.
Yeah, well, it's not the worst.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. As long as it's not Mordekaiser, we're good.
Or would actually screw us real bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is dookie, dude. No, I was hoping for something good. Which I
I
get.
roll maybe sir. Let's try something that can translate to damage.
I'm gonna save my rolls.
Is there a burn? Is there a burn I can fish for? I just go Frostwraith.
Burn you can fish for. Maybe it's a Surf Beyond Death just for the end game, like we can zone out people. You know what I mean? Like that way we have some sort of cheesy win con. You go like GA or something. As long as you live to the end, you have Elder Soul, right? And like that'll account for something. Sorry, that'll count for something. So
It's better.
definitely better.
Oh shit.
Don't worry, keep him there.
They just want me, bro. They don't really hurt me. But I EQ'd him, but I still got eaten by him. What the hell?
I'll try to get anti-heal eventually. Oh shit. This is bad. I can try to get Nunu.
I'll try to like stop the TK from getting on you.
Okay. I've got Nunu though. Don't give him heal.
Yeah,
Don't give him heal. Don't let him eat you. Ah, he gets him here. Come in. Gotta get the Nunu. Hey, hey.
There are timestamps in.
I am not trying AP Ash, bro, sorry. I'm gonna go Vex. Riot, no more budget to fix client. Bro, I swear the client keeps getting worse every patch, somehow. I don't know how, but somehow yes. Set is not meta, guys. What are you saying? Bao said on stream yesterday that he would forfeit his place on Rosratones if you beat him 1v1 on Aram, but you couldn't. Prove him wrong, my Golita planer. First of all, that's not true. Second of all, bro, he can keep that spot. Like, there are two players I like on Los Ratones, one player I tolerate, and two players I hate. Okay, not hate, but dislike. Lol. I like Baus and Nemesis a lot, they are my friends. I tolerate crown shots. Velja is like neutral, but more on the like dislike side, and then Reckless I just don't like. It is legit true, I'll find a clip. Bro, he was trolling you. That is gonna take a while to kill. Starting drama. It's not about drama. Bro, I'm allowed to just not like someone. If that guy's ever interactions with me is calling me a fucking random indirectly, why would I like you, bro? Bro, listen, this team. Me top, Coco's jungle, Nemesis mid, AD carry Baus, support Mickey X. Boom. Best European team you will ever see. It is... Baus with his gene, bro. why did my AD carry buy symbiotic shoes and a cool on first recall? I will react to him jumping. I lied. I'll just save my fear. Nah! Nah! Scar, thank you. Bro, I don't even know if I'm good on top lane anymore. Like, you don't understand. I played like 30 games of top lane in the last half a year. Okay, not 30, but like in the last half a year, I played less than 100 games of top lane, bro. I don't even know how good am I there anymore. I've been doing too many for fun challenges to actively decide. This is low-key. I like this low-key, not gonna lie. I like this. No, the towns don't work. Like, if Blackjack presses control to it, doesn't work. Doesn't work. I don't wanna be that guy, but I am attacking her in... Riot, I am attacking the sweet spots, I fucking swear. That's very balanced.
As you have not met the profit quota, your performance has been deemed below standard.
That's okay, crazy, bro. Not even build, bro. Gunblade. Oh yeah, that gives me a lot of AP. Holy shit, bro. I can W.
As you have not met the profit quota.
Okay, this Kinko item is garbage. Nice one. Bro, not gonna lie, 1 and 2 seem all fucking OP, no? What the fuck I just build now?
I'm gonna crush you! That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna crush you.
He can't hit an ability, bro.
No, you don't. Nano machine, son.
How much damage? That did 40k this damage? What the, I mean 40k this round? Kinda crazy. Leech Bane? 9. Going somewhere. Loki wouldn't be bad. Having Rabadon then going sus.
As you have not met the profit quota, your performance has been deemed below standard. Welcome to our disciplinary process.
Holy, how much did that do? 9k damage this round! Genshin Impact Augment, bro. Amazing, bro. Absolute dog with all of this. Did you ever try Wuthering Waves? No, lol. Holy Mark's made. Why is jungle roll worse than AD carry? Because the jungle is torture.
I'm gonna crush you! A whoop! My turn!
Someone's gambler to just paid big time, bro. AD carry is not hard there. That second one is pretty broken. Wish for Master of Duality. I'm good, bro. This is so broken. No mana now. Holy, my mana is GG. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Why can't I move, bro? I didn't mean to do that.
As you have not met the profit quota, your performance has been deemed below standard. Welcome to our disciplinary process.
Guys, no meta by the way. Bro, Kinku is so garbage, bro. Like, you would think that it would do something. Spoiler, it did not. Holy, huge. Oh, the Sona team. This is what Arena is all about, bro. I'm gonna miss this game mode. Look at this. Bro, she has Eureka as well. This game has Mystic Punch. This is gonna be hard blackjack. Cell King Code? No, I have to keep it for the Shoga for the GG. See blackjack. Ha! Sir, thank you. Now we don't have a Vex emote. Because I don't play this character. I only played it when it was released. I ain't lying. I don't believe you anyway. Trash. Wow. Wow! Whatever, bro. Vex was Varus top, bro. I don't play that shit anymore. Cringe character.
I'm coming.
That fucking sucks. Why is the croc so fast? I did it. No way, Cho'Gath team died. They really want to insult, bro. I wanna be like I'm auto-attacking and whatever, just give it to me. Just give this shit to me, bro. Just put the price in the bag. Did you guys see that Nemesis started playing Counter-Strike recently? He keeps ghosting me anytime I ask him for duo, bro. I need mana. We need to get Nemesis hooked on case openings, bro. Nah, he's the type of guy to never gamble, so... Bro, imagine Nemesis on... No, he can't. We cannot change him, bro. Nemesis won't open cases. Thankfully. He opened 2 cases last time. Yeah, and what did he get, bro? Double blow? 5 cents? Bro, he probably uses money on Steam, he needs to contact me. Where did Blackjack go?
Nano machines suck. I'm gonna knock you out.
Nothing can I get stupid! We can't go value! Oh my god, bro, perfect, lol. 1.2k AP marksmate, bro, crazy. Rishen from Little Company, yeah. Bro, Nemesis could be a victim. Imagine if Nemesis opens a case and gets like a $2,000 knife and gets addicted. We need to protect him. How much is APS and up giving? 266.
Nano machines suck.
That is nothing. Oh my god, nice. Oh my god, again, bro. 1 for KP. I have 500 ability haste, bro. Problem? Guys, 1.5k AP. I have 500 haste, bro. My W is 2 seconds cooldown, 0.67. Ah, nice, bro. 80, like I have more than herb ability haste from one augment. Low-key bunker game. Send this shit, bro. Okay, not to this guy. Actually, look this. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la.
No, you don't.
What? Whoops. I mean, might as well get crit chance, bro. Oh, he has jewel, that's why. Oh, you stop.
No, you don't. A whoop. That ain't gonna work.
Lol. 80k damage marks made. Load King who clutched up 26k damage. Broken item, bro. GG, magic gold bug. GG Blackjack, as always, completely useless. 130k damage. I didn't even feel like I dealt that much. I don't believe it. I actually got built to mid lane. I killed support mid and I actually got mid lane. That's more rare than a gold, bro. What the bro, smurfing is so miserable nowadays. Like, smurfing to like high elo is unfun. First of all, Riot removed skipping ranks, so it takes way longer in low elo. Second of all, once you approach like 5 to 600 LP mark, like 400 to 600, it happened every challenge. For the next 100 games, I'm gonna get most unfun games ever. And it will pass once I play 100, but it happens every role besides mid, because on mid I could just carry with action. But on any other role, it's impossible. I am not a ranked like top 10 player on every other role. Why is mid lane win ratio so high with action? Action and Kayle, yeah, basically. I don't think I played anything but Action Kayle this entire challenge on mid lane. I played one Corki game. Did I play anything else? Am I missing anyone? I played, I think, one Silas game and it was almost a GG. Yeah, one Silas, one Corki, rest is Action Kayle. Guys, I got an amazing custom skin. I'm gonna disable Wither Hunter, and oh boy, the skin you're about to see. New custom skin. AK-47 Shan. Get it? AK Shan, Axe Shan, AK Shan. Good trade. This sound. No, it didn't kill it. Ravage. I'm gonna let her push a bit, then once it pushes a bit back and I have 2 levels in E, I can align her. There we go. I gotta let her walk up a bit. And I'm out-traded, unlucky. Okay, next E is kill. That was good trade. Never mind, she has 2 pods because mages are really balanced. Oh wait, I was in tower range. Drop aggro with W. We got huge. Did she flash? Paying attention. I got pickaxe refill now. She got tear and glowing mode and a refill pot. ADC 1317, haha, thanks, keep rubbing it in. I can't walk up now. She has a glowing mode power spike, bro. She did in fact not flash. Brand lied. Brad did in fact lie. It's fine, because if she walks up now, I just kill her. I'm gonna limit test. Like the second I'm level 7, I'll in her with ignite and pray for the best. Oh. Bro, I just wanna swing in. Mistake. Ravage! Say goodbye. I should be careful because Nafiri ult will just be death for me. But like one more way. I wanted to say one more wave for static. Like I will not be leaving to see the daylight. I'm truly dead by daylight, bro. Bro, that's a perfect TikTok. We like just cut out the second I died. Actual banger though. Good content, Worf. Worf dying for a clip, man. Can I actually get some poke on her for once? Oh, nice. Oh, I don't have ult. This skin does more damage? Yeah, no shit! He has an AK, bro! Timo, can you stop hinting? Is this... Wait, shove me Katami. Isn't this a support player? Nice, amazing. Autofill. What is enemy autofill? Enemy jungle is filled, okay. Again, they have double Grandmaster. Our Grandmaster is a left heal. Nah, I legit deal more damage. Who gave action an AK, man? Nice spray control, thank you, thank you. Good job. That was Very hopeful flash. Lily Warp, he dies, I get a res. Why does this skin Loki fit? Bro, how strong is Akshan to just hold an AK like that with one hand and actually, like, you know, he can aim it. Like every bullet he shoots is a hit. Lose first tower, unlucky. Oh, I'm gonna snowballing so hard this game. They don't really have characters that can easily counter me either. I mean, Keisante will be hard to kill, but that's for my Brand and... no, wait, Brand can't handle it, he has MR. Well, I will somehow. I believe. Nafiri should be going her Gromp, but... let me look. Will she pops? Okay, I'm tempted not to put a point in level 16 R so I can have my perma stealth really fast. You're kidding me. She has barrier, heal, everything. Do I have enough damage to kill her? Will I limit test? Oh wait, I need this. Oh wow. Do I limit test 450 gold bounty when I know they have both summoners? Real died, so I get 100 gold. My top is down 40 CS, not bad. Love to free calling for this. War free calling for full LDR. Oh my god, my damage is insane now. I will go Zeal now. Zeal now, and then I actually don't put a point in ult level 16. I can just perma stealth and start to them. Okay, now Ash has arrow and I have no fucking flash. Nor do I have cleanse or mercs. So if I get hit by that, it's just GG. You know the counter to a dog? A gun. Learn that from American policeman. Or a lion. I'm out easily. I lied. That's worth it, all crazy. 1k to Orianna. It's okay, Worf noob got it. Now I can play way more cocky because a player got shut down. Do not ask where action was in 2001. I wonder, bro. You know what the dog counters a child? Yeah, only if it's a pitbull, bro. I request vision. What is my disgusting jungler doing? Action was bootcamp in NA. Problem is, what do I farm now? Oh, this guy is dead as isn't he? Timo is trolling as well. Bro, Brand can be real. Yeah, we had our top, bro. It's a good idea, I think.
This is serious.
Ez a volt erre. Okay, I can move. Like I was gonna run the entire game, but my stupid jungler just had to herald top. Nice, I went from just 9-1 running the game, I am behind everyone now. Yeah, Jackson now on K Santa, it's playable I think. Playable. They also somehow lost Timo into K Santa. And this Orianna is 3 items by the way, yeah, this is fair.